Why the ban on Fuentes content? As soon as someone being too nasty, I should do. It's just like it's a combination of things. One is him being like super mask off post Kanye shit is really cringe. That speech that he gave in front of like the dead corpses in the background was really cringe. The fact that he shit talks me constantly, despite the fact that I was relatively friendly towards him, is really cringe. Him not doing like it's not worth it. Like he failed out hardcore with the Kanye shit. He can find his own bearings again. Maybe I'll talk to him sometime in the future, but right now it's just like I don't like. There's like so many opportunities I have in front of me right now, and like so many different ways that I can engage with people. Like, why the fuck would I go back to Fuentes, who's like always been like relatively like a piece of shit towards me? Like, it's just not worth it. I'm okay. I'm a griper, but I watch you for a balanced perspective. I know a lot of people like me. You disappointed a lot of your fans with that decision. I don't give a fuck. Then don't watch me. You don't have to watch me if you don't want to. I don't have an obligation to help bolster Nick on his dying platform because he decided to throw his lot in with Kanye West being a little fucking Nazi kid. That's him. That's his decision. You have to make decisions, and like a big boy, you have to live with it. I'm not going to associate with somebody like that is like blatantly pushing fucking W. Hitler, love Hitler, Nazi fucking propaganda. Shit is fucking weird and fucking cringe. The only reason I associated with him prior to this is because AF was kind of moving away from that cringe larby bullshit. Even on your little fucking private forum that you guys link, I like for the most part, you guys were trying to move away from that really fucking cringe, ultra anti-Semitic bullshit. But the Kanye shit flipped you guys completely around, and now you're back in that fucking weird world. I don't want to have much to do with it. That's on you. I'm sorry if you don't like that. I'm sorry if that upsets you. Go complain to your movement. Okay, learn to moderate a little bit. There are plenty of like, if you want to be fucking part of the Daily Stormer, or if you want to join like actual hard right, far right, groups online, go do it. I don't know why AF feels like it has to be that. Like, there are so many more interesting things. If you want to be a paleo conservative or a Christian theological conservative, whatever, or Christian nationalist, there are so many more interesting things that you could talk about than obsessing over like fucking Jews and everything. It's such a boring, played out, tired. Like, Jewish people to you are like the trans people of the fucking progressive movement, and that you guys just obsess over it way too fucking much, and it makes me not want to engage. So suck a dick. Maybe in a few months I'll reconsider, but why did you platform Sam Hyde when you consider him a Nazi then? I wanted to do an interview with Sam Hyde because I'm not sure what he believes. I've heard a lot of different things. He's an interesting character. He wanted to come up. No, you're not going to guilt trip me into giving a platform to your like daddy. I'm sorry. Like, I don't owe my platform to anybody. Like, you're not going to, you're not going to debate me into, I just don't feel like platforming Nick right now. I just don't feel like it. Maybe in the future I will, but he wanted to cast his lot in with Nick Fuentes, or with Kanye West, and that shit failed miserably. He came out as much farther right with him than I'd seen in like the past year for him. I just have no interest in like platforming that right now. I'm sorry if that upsets you or makes you sad.
Ally, you're just an enemy.
Destiny, he's not a Fuentes fan. The Reagan or the Renegan of Rage in my YouTube chat, he probably is. That guy is super conservative. That guy is constantly shooting me on my YouTube chat. I don't know how he's not banned yet. Okay, I must be in a good mood every time I look at my YouTube chat. Are you surprised by the pushback you were getting for not wanting to talk with Fuentes? No, what you have to realize is Fuentes' fan base is actually relatively similar to mine, in that they have he has a lot of very hardcore engagement with the small number of fans that he has. So they do a lot of like gay ops, psyops. So you see them popping up a lot on Twitter and in my in Twitter and in my chat and stuff. And my subreddit, because he kind of directs them, right? When he makes telegrams and stuff, pointing to different people, you kind of have the idea that you're supposed to go. Gay ops is when you, I don't know why it's called that, but gay ops is when you make like, so if you've ever been to my subreddit and you see subreddit posts go up and you're like, and the post is like, isn't it a little bit unfair how Destiny treated Nick Fuentes when he was so nice to Sneeko? That's a gay ops. It's a Nick Fuentes fan posing as a Destiny fan, writing a post that's not 100% supportive of Fuentes, but the goal is to get people to kind of think about it. But yeah, they're very good at like that type of stuff, like those types of posting. So his fan base is just super engaged. I mean, which is props to them. I mean, it's impressive. I'm not trying to shit on him for saying he's a small fan base, but I'm saying for the numbers that they have, for the levels of engagement they get online, is fairly impressive. So that's where most of the pushback is coming from. Sorry. I also, this is harder to tell, and I stopped tracking it like hardcore, like peering into it, but I also think I do legitimately have, it's a small crossover, but I think I do have a small crossover of Gripper fans plus Fuentes fans, because I'm obviously fairly funny, I'm pretty edgy, and I'm not like a crazy left-leaning person, so I think there are legitimately some Grippers that will watch me if Nick is on too, especially because Nick doesn't stream as much, so it's probably like a combination of like these things, those two things. Asking in good faith, don't you think people see your blacklist same as we see Vosh on a Sun Fortress type of shit, or no free clout policy? I don't know if that's a gay ops question or if you're legitimately fucking retarded. It's so weird that I get people will accuse me of being unwilling to talk to people when I'm not trying to jerk myself off, but I feel like I'm probably, I don't want to say like the most prolific content creator that I have like the biggest fan base, because there are people that dwarf me by orders of magnitude, multiple orders of magnitude. But in terms of like reaching out and talking to people in different communities, for a person of my size, I feel like I'm probably one of the largest people that do that. I don't know anybody that will talk to the different types of people in different communities of varying sizes that I do. It's interesting to me that when I say like I don't want to talk to people that are like Zerka, who's going manic, crazy, like random personal attacks on me, blah blah blah, and then when I'm like Fuentes, who shits on me constantly, is annoying to fucking deal with, I don't know how I deal to engage with. Like when people say like, oh, you're in the Forge, just like Vosh, who's literally been turtled up in his community, not talking to almost anybody for for years. Like it's just very strange that like, oh yeah, Destiny, you're in your Fortress arc. Like, okay. Destiny talked to 2 conservatives the other. Oh yeah, I just went on that fucking Latina show. The Latina conservatives. Yeah. I feel like at some point, and this is probably, I'll run into this more as I am a little bit more boundary driven. I feel like sometimes people feel entitled to my fan base, where they'll be like, Destiny, you have to talk to this guy. You have to do, and it's like, no, I really don't. I don't have to do anything. I don't care. It's not my responsibility to have to talk to some people. Like, I can also say I don't feel like it. I'm fully within my right to do that. But I mean, I provide my justifications.
But last second, oh, you know what, Alex Stein, we're not having him on. Last second, what happened from last week till this week that made you change your mind? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Okay, I reset relations with everybody, okay? I okayed Alex Stein initially, and then I was doing Twitter shit or whatever, and then a bunch of videos come up with this fucking loser still like dressing up in malls and like doing these weird fucking trans bullshit or whatever, and I just don't want to be involved in that, in the pathetic like conservative cut culture war over trans people. I just don't want any part of it. If that's like what you're doing, I just don't want to be involved. So I don't care. Fuck it.
We're at Target checking out their Tuck Friendly Pride collection. That's right, guys. Extra crotch coverage. Tuck friendly construction.
Yeah, I can exercise in this.
So
okay, you also included Nicholas J. Fuentes and Zerk. What the fuck are those guys doing?
Zerka is on some weird manic upswing right now. He talks a lot of weird shit about me and everybody else. I don't even know what's real or not real. I just don't want to be as involved when he's on his like manic fucking episodes. I don't know. I'm not interested in him coming.
My man, this is like, we need that type of shit.
Yeah, but like not. It's just like Claw and Clint were good levels of like weird shit, but Zerka's on like some other shit right now. I don't know. Okay. Can I not have some boundaries? Can I not have some people that I don't want to
bro, boundaries, that cool. I understood, like, I forgot somebody, right? Honestly, I tried my best to get the Anavar chick. I tried my best. I just couldn't get to her. I tried a couple of people, okay? And I couldn't get to them. Alex Stein is like, you said, yeah, he apologized, blah, 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 like, we're over it, but now I see him dressing up as girls or whatever the fuck. Now that's boundaries. Like, I thought it was all forgiven and whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I thought you got over that shit. But just for you to say, oh, now boundaries because he's dressing up as this, that, or that. My man, we had Claw on. We literally had Claw on.
Yeah, but nobody takes Claw seriously. That's the difference. Okay.
Okay.
Claw's like...
Kind of a fair point.
I clicked Alex Stein's Twitter just because I'm curious, like what he's talking about. 7 hours ago, I went to @Petco to see if they can turn my dog into a lesbian this Pride Month. Okay, like I just don't want to like listen. I know that you're a Muslim, so it hits different for you. Okay, but believe it or not, I am still a big LGBT guy. I support these communities, and he's made like the whole past like fucking months of his career like shitting on them. Like I don't want to. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to be involved in that or support that or platform that or help boost that at all. You know, I'm sorry. I'm such a LGBT cuck, but.
But who the f was pushing? Like, none of the questions would have been like, you're the host